Hello, ladies and gents. Romie Reviews here. Please like, comment, subscribe. Unfortunately, our worst fear came to pass. It's a wicked web. Hannah is a good woman. Please like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, Hannah, she gets on our nerves, but she's not a bad woman. She's not a bad woman. She's not a bad person. And we find out that it's true. Derek was the guy who raped Hannah when she was younger, and so, which means that Derek is Candace's father. She was petrified in that kitchen as he was telling her the story, and essentially he's crying and he's saying that he's sorry because not only because of what he did, he apparently he used to be addicted to drugs, and so he was high when he did that to her. He actually, I guess, didn't even remember it at the time, which is making it just all even worse. And then he was 19 at the time, and he was high. And what ended up happening is he went to go and rob a liquor store afterwards, and he got arrested, and he got put into jail that night. He eventually remembered what happened while he was in jail. He got out and he turned his life around, and he wants to apologize to her for everything. And he was like, one day he prayed that he could meet the woman to apologize. I'm like, what? And so Hannah was just, and he was like, please, Hannah, will you accept my apology? We're all looking at him like, huh? Accept what? Hannah said, you have to go. But she was scared. She was scared. She was hurt. This is a man that got close to her. A man that she almost had sex with. A man that she could have saw a real future with. And she always said that, something in her was always trying to keep him at bay. And something in him drew him really close to her. And it's just so sad. It's like we knew it would happen. We knew it would happen. I was hoping that it was like a gang that he was a part of, and he didn't know it wasn't him. It was one of his gang members. But no, it was him. It was him. Hannah's devastated. I'm pissed. And now we have this conundrum of what's going to happen next. Benny comes in like, hey, what's going on? Realizes that something's off with Hannah and tells Derek to leave. And Derek eventually leaves. I said, Derek, do you really want Benny to find out? Do you want Benny to react? Because there's the show right there. You do not want any of that. I'm telling you right now, you don't want any of that. So he goes and leaves, and Hannah didn't want to tell Benny, so instead she said, look, tomorrow the notary's coming for the whole check thing, and we're just going to be done with it. Oh, Lord, Hannah. That drained me. I said, no. Because then we have the stupidness. Now we see Justin. So Jeffrey's talking to Justin, and Justin is just so creepy, and I'm just like, oh gosh. Now we see Maddie. He's at the hospital doing his job. David's pissed. He calls like, where are you? Like a cranky old man. Where are you? Where's my son? I don't know. Okay, come over. I need you to do some work. He said, okay, I'll be right over. Now, one of the other nurses was talking to Justin, and Justin said, hey, I want to ask you a question. Okay, what's the question? Let's say hypothetically. Oh, here we go. Yeah. But let's just say you were friends with someone who you knew. How old? What do you mean? Are they an adult? Yes. Well, if they're an adult, there's your answer. And as far as if you should tell their father or not that they're in trouble. But then she stopped playing around because she said, look, I know it's Jeffrey. I know it's Jeffrey. Who else would it be? It could have been a woman. With you? A woman? A friend? You don't have female friends? She was getting him together, but essentially she told him, hey, if he's really in danger, you need to go and help him. You need to go and tell his father if that's the way that's going to help him. Um, because that's your responsibility as a friend. Even if he doesn't like it, who cares? It's good advice. It is overall good advice. They're talking about this bedpan, and I thought that maybe Maddie was going to do her a solid and change it, but he was like, no, I have to go. Thanks for the advice. Peace. I said, oh, she's going to get you later. She's going to get you later. Now, Jim is trying to talk to his wife, who does not want to talk to him because Catherine is smart. And Jim gets a call from Mitch. Mitch lets it be known that, hey, I know what he did. Who? I don't do the 20 questions here. Mitch told Jim that he knows that Wyatt did what he did to one of the Malones, to Vinny, which means that blood needs to be shed. For Mama Rose? No, she doesn't know. And we're trying to keep it that way. And I need to come over to your house to discuss alternatives. He was like, okay, just tell me what the alternatives is. Click! And Jim is just perplexed because Jim doesn't know what to do. This child of his, Wyatt, is doing too much. Too much. Catherine gets a call from Hannah. And Hannah was like, did you know? Did I know what? See, you and your family is always doing stuff to go and mess with me and mine. And I just feel like I can't trust you. Hannah, I don't know what you're talking about. You're right, of course you wouldn't. So Hannah lets it be known that Derek raped her. And when I tell you the look on Catherine's face, like... But then Hannah was like, no, not recently. But it did happen when I was younger. You don't know this, but Hannah said how she was raped and how Derek admitted that it was him. He's saying he didn't know, he didn't realize it was me until now. And he then, but what he doesn't realize is she got pregnant. And because she got pregnant, the baby was Candace. And so for a moment, instead of Catherine saying, oh, number 9, she was like, oh, so does Candace know? No, Candace does not know. Candace does not know. And we're keeping it that way right now. I said, this is all going to come out at some point. We know these things never stay hidden for too long. So, of course, Catherine is devastated for Hannah. And Hannah said, so this should go without saying, but don't invite him over. Don't bring him over. Don't tell him to fix anything. And she was like, yeah, of course. I'm coming over there right now. No, don't do, no. I'm going to try and sleep. And tomorrow the notary is coming. We'll have everything signed for the bank. No. I want to be done with all of this. And that's it. It's just, dang, just think about it. This family has caused Hannah nothing but grief and strife ever since she's known them. It's always been an issue. And that's a lot to take in. Hannah is so strong. Speaking of strength, we have Candace. Candace is there at the White House, and they're being super nice to her and Charles. And they ask Candace, how did the two of you meet? So she told them how they're in the hotel lobby. He thought that she was a waiter, and they're chuckling. A few more pleasantries, and the dinner's over. Now that the dinner's over, the sitting president, went to pull Candace's chair out, and he whispered in her ear, he was like, ha. And as clear as day, but obviously not to anyone else, you're a hot piece of black ass. I said, huh? What? So you're in cahoots. Okay. So Candace said she wanted to go to the bathroom because she was not expecting that. David is trying to get Maddie to go and let the secret out. Where's my son? Where's my son? Where my picnic at? Where he be? Where he be? Where he be? And Maddie isn't. He's not budging. He does call. He calls David, and David says, "I'm well, I'm sorry." Maddie calls Jeffrey. It goes to voicemail. David said, "Use my phone." Used his phone, and Jeffrey wanted to pick up, but Jeffrey couldn't pick up because Mr. Controlling over there told him not to, and even took his phone away and said, "You know what? You're here with me." Jeffrey said, "I need to check on my father, make sure he's good." You need to do what? For who? No, you don't need to do anything for him. I'm the one that's hurt, and he did this to me. I'm thinking, yeah, and he should have done it again. Because you're playing around too much. And because of all of that, now Maddie had to go and let the cat out of the bag that, okay, I don't know if, because David said, all right, stop playing games. I don't know if Jeffrey is actually there at the moment. He sent me an address. He said he would be going there at some point, but I don't know if he's actually there now. So now David wants to be bandaged up and ready to go because he wants to go and get his son. Thankfully, someone with some sense. While all of that's happening, we're back at the White House, and Charles is talking to the current sitting president and the first lady, and they're letting it be known that, hey, we despise you. We despise you. We're disgusted. We think you're low trash to bring a hooker, to bring a whore to the White House and the trollop, and no one likes you, and we're going to find a way to go and ruin you. Don't worry about it. Have a good night. I'm thinking, Charles was trying to hold back Chucky. Chucky was ready to come out, and I wanted Chucky to come out and slash. I was ready, but I said, no, you can't do that. Landon comes in, it's like, everything good? Oh yeah, of course. Candace comes in and also pretends like everything's okay, but they both want to leave, which is fine. Because now we're back at Veronica's house, and RK is there. RK is there, and he's still trying to push up on Veronica. I said, ooh, in 2019, this would not be cool, because he is doing too much. No has always meant no, but no is really no. And the fact that he doesn't seem to understand that and wants to do other things anyway, it's not gonna fly. It's not gonna fly. No, it won't. Veronica doesn't care though, because Veronica wants her jewelry. Not her jewelry, but her jewelry. She wants her jewelry back. And because he said that they already sold it, I said, I don't know if I believe him or not. It doesn't matter, because what does matter is the fact that she's calling the cops. And he said, no. He was still trying to push up on her, and she said her husband will be back. Clearly, she doesn't really care about that because she doesn't trust David anymore, and she allows RK to go down on her. So she told the cops, oh, thank you, but your services will not be required. I don't need any help. I said, Veronica, you are a mess. A mess. Now, the president is talking to his, Attorney General, I'm assuming. And they're talking about how they're going to take down Charles, but the president was trying to let it be known, you're still playing with escorts and hookers. Didn't I tell you to stop that mess? And then the other guy said, well, you have your own vices that has potentially gotten you in trouble. So who are you to talk? And the president essentially just said, touche. Yeah, that's true. Their goal now is to take Charles down and use Candace to do it. Just when you think they finally could get something together, no. Now Candace is in the presidential motorcade with Charles, and this is where the truth comes out. She was just like, look, I overheard what they were saying about me, and Charles said, yeah, it was a setup. And she was confused. She was like, but they seem so nice. I said, wait a minute. Oh, so we're dealing with Candace, not Candy Cane, because Candy Cane would have instantly figured out, oh, these people are trash. They're putting it on a little too thick, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because he's president. She could potentially be first lady, so that's all that matters. Also, they were gonna try and do it in the car. Charles really didn't seem like he wanted to do it there. I fully get it. First off, we need to be clean and fresh. I don't play those nasty games. Clean and fresh. So back at the hotel, they're gonna do it. Oh, Jeffrey is still talking to, ugh, Justin, and I'm just looking at those pictures on the wall. There's a knock on the door. I mean, it was an aggressive knock, and Justin told Jeffrey to hide in the bathroom because it was Jeffrey's father. Oh my gosh. So now David comes in. He was like, Where's my son? Justin was ready. He had the gun hidden on the couch seat, whatever, on the couch, and he picked it up and pointed it at David. I said, Jeffrey, you better come out and save your you better come out and do something quick, because we don't have time for this. We don't have time for this. Next week it looks like it's going to be good, but the rest of this season is going to be a fool. It's going to be a complete fool, and I'm ready. I'm ready. It seems like everyone who's supposed to get theirs will finally get theirs, which is all I care about. Please like, comment, subscribe. Come back next week. Remember, Empire and Star season finales tomorrow. Let's go.